Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyersguy, and welcome to a live edition of the Timmy Flyersguy podcast. I didn't do an intro for this video because I have a lot that I need to say, and I need to be honest with each and every one of you. And here we go. Alright. So I gotta be honest, not just with the people, but to be honest with myself as well. I've noticed over the past few weeks, a lot of people had a lot to say about Rick Tockett. And I feel like I'm starting to agree with everyone about Rick Tockett. I don't think that this whole Rick Tockett experiment has been working. Now, Rick Tockett, I think he's a good guy. I think he's a nice guy. But being nice and a great guy doesn't get you a playoff appearance. Let's say right now, I've noticed that on a lot of Flyers fans say that they don't like a certain guy, that certain person is never heard from again. I don't mean like that. I mean, they end up getting fired. That's what I think. Because last time, every Flyers fan had something to say about John Tortorella. And because so many Flyers fans said that, it was looking like he was getting fired. It didn't happen. I noticed that sometimes you have to trust the fan base. And for years I've gone against what people said. But the way things have been going, I agree with everyone. Rick Tockett isn't the guy for this hockey team, especially a team that is in a rebuild. Tockett was not right for this rebuild. And for years, I thought that for many, many weeks, I said to myself, maybe I should give him a chance. I've been giving Rick Tockett a chance all season. And he almost had me invested. He almost did. He almost had me invested. At the beginning of the season, he had a lot of people almost invested in the way he's been coaching. But the signs are there. This whole thing with him and Misha, nothing but trouble. This whole thing with him saying this and that, and I really think that when Snow the goalie, and yes, I did say I would stop following them, but I gotta tell you, Snow the goalie, those guys don't play around. And the way they grilled Coach Rickard, the way that they knew that now that's a podcast that really knows how to read between the lines. And they, no bullshit when it's coming. They can see bullshit coming a mile away. And the interview at the Flyers Chronicle, when they interviewed Rick Tocchet, honestly, I think that's when Rick Tocchet got exposed. And when you have a coach that gets exposed like that, it's not a good sign. It's not. And I was on the outs with Snow the goalie. I was on the outs with Hunter Brody. But those guys can smell bullshit from a mile away. And they knew something wasn't right. And I agree. I absolutely agree. And I feel like that I was lying to myself. And the best thing, if you're a real fan, you need to be honest. And I realized that, I wanted to give Tocchet the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to give this whole situation the benefit of the doubt. But this is the third time that this team had a great first half, and a terrible second half. The signs are there. There were some cracks in this team right now. I have to be honest. I'm almost 40 years old. The older you get, the more honest you have to be with yourself as a fan. And to be honest, it's not looking good for this Flyers team. And I announced on Twitter the other day that as soon as this season's over, I'm going to be taking a break. I'm going to be enjoying my break. I'm going to be focusing on myself and focusing on bettering myself as a Flyers fan. I always preached this path of positivity. But this path of positivity has not been a good one. No matter what, I am a full-time Flyers fan. At least until the season comes to an end. Then I'll be taking a break. And I'll be focusing on a lot more. So, this season, when the off-season ends, when this Flyers season ends, depending on what minor league team makes the playoffs, it could be either the Reading Royals or the Philadelphia or the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, or hell, even both teams. I will be focusing on those teams during the Flyers off season to see what they can do in the playoffs right now. I'm going to check the standings right here for the Reading Royals. They're playing right now. Nobody in Florida I really needed to address what's going on here. So I'm going to check the ECHL and AHL standings right now. Right now, the Philadelphia Flyers are at the bottom of the standings right now, sitting in 7th place. So I'm going to check the AHL standings and the ECHL standings to determine what I'm going to do this after the offseason. So here we go. The American Hockey League here. The standings for the AHL. I'm going to check them right now. And I'm going to be using my share screen to do this. So let's take a look right now. I'm going to do my screen share here. And let's see here. This is the share screen right here. This is the share screen. Okay, here we go. Now, let me see here. Alright. Take a look at the AHL standings. Right now, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, they have been going their struggles, but still sit at 5th place in the Atlantic Division with 36 points. The Bears are above them. So even the Phantoms have been struggling, they're still right there. And the difference between the Phantoms and the Flyers is even when the Phantoms lose games, they're still able to maintain the effort in hockey games. So that's the standings for the ECA, for the AHL right now. Let's take a look at the ECHL standings. Red Girls are in the North Division. So let's take a look at the ECHL standings for this season. Okay, let's see here. Standings. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the North Division. North Division right now. Right now, the Reading Royals sit at 3rd place in the North Division. They are playing some great hockey. I'm really excited for them. The Adirondack Thunder are a point above Reading, and the Wheeling Nailers are the top team in that division. So things are looking pretty good for the Reading Royals. Things are looking pretty good for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. And things are looking good. Things are looking not so good for the Philadelphia Flyers. And things are looking pretty good for the Reading Royals and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. So I will be focusing on those 2 teams in the off-season, and depending on who makes the playoffs, either those teams, either the Reading Royals and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, I will be focusing on those 2 teams during the off-season. But there is a chance that maybe the Flyers can turn things around, and that is a big maybe right now. And if the Flyers don't make the playoffs, which is looking like a possibility. We still have a couple more months, 2 more months of hockey to go after this. So maybe it can happen, but honestly, it doesn't look like it will happen. So just in your case, if the Flyers don't make the playoffs this season, which is a huge possibility that won't happen this year, I will be focusing on either the Lehigh Valley Phantoms and the Reading Royals, or the Lehigh Valley Phantoms or the Reading Royals. So it can either be those teams or one of those teams during the off season, during the Flyers off season. And I'll tell you, the Reading Royals are fun to watch. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms, even when they get beat, they're still fun to watch because the Phantoms, they show effort night after night. So the Flyers have not been showing the effort right now. I'm going to say it right now. I think Brent Flair should be fired. I think he's a terrible assistant to the general manager. I think Rich Hockett, I think his time in Philly as a head coach is going to come to an end. And the Flyers need to start thinking about new head coaches for the Philadelphia Flyers. They need to think about that right now. Because it's not looking good for this hockey team. There's media drama all around. And there's no chance for this hockey team right now. And I wish there was a chance for this hockey team. I really wish there was. But there isn't, you know. The way things are going, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, and we've been here before. We've been here last season. Last season, we've had this conversation before about last season. We've had this conversation before. The season before that. I mean, seriously. As fans, we deserve to see this team be successful. We deserve a good season. Not just half of a good season. A whole good season. That's what we deserve. As fans, we have put up with so much. We've put up with Chuck Fleischer. We've put up with John Tortorella. And we've put up with all the media drama circling this hockey team. Honestly, it's going to be a long off season, but it's a good way for me to get myself re-energized, get myself refocused, and get myself ready for next season. There's still some time, but not much for this Philadelphia Flyers team to turn this season around. Because honestly, this season has been turned upside down. That's all I gotta say about that. Hopefully the Flyers can come up with something during the off season. The best thing to look forward to right now as a Flyers fan is to see at least one of our guys on this team win a gold medal in the Olympics. Hopefully, one of our players can win a gold medal in the Olympics. That's what I'm hoping for. That is what I am hoping for. I'm looking forward to watching the Olympics, or at least the hockey portion of the Olympics. I'm really excited about that. So that's something to look forward to. Something to look forward to. Guys, thank you for joining me here on this live edition of the Timmy Flyersguy podcast. Guys, I hope things get better. I really do. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe next season, or the season after that. Hopefully. I'm trying to stay patient with me, and just like every other fan of this Flyers team, I'm starting to lose patience. And all of us, right now as fans, are at our breaking point. And that's all I gotta say about that. Guys, I'll see you next time. I like to say, guys, I'll see you next time. Before I go, I would like to give a shout out to the Flyers podcast I just recently listened to. And that podcast is the Defend Philly Pod, which is a really insightful podcast. Check them out. That is Defend Philly Pod. I'll leave a link to their YouTube channel in the description box, and I'll leave a description of all their social media sites if you guys want to check them out. They have a really good podcast. So that's Defend Philly Pod. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll tag your name in the description of this video. Guys, I will see you in the next episode of the Timmy Flyersguy podcast. Thank you for joining me. And like always, through the good and the bad, let's go Flyers. Alexa, go home.